And here we go again. It's another Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. I was not sure for a minute because the day was so long. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we are back, and as you can see, I also fixed my little streaming pad over here. I have no idea what happened, but the streaming elements page for some reason just lost all of the files. So yeah, it's repaired, and we are so glad that he's back. Anyways, so we are having another grid drive today. I have not checked what it is about, but we are starting right now, right here, because I also got some stuff to talk about. Alright, let's get going. And again, I'm using my new webcam again, so please, if you see any difference, whether it's positive or negative, please drop it in the comments below, because I really want to know if it improved the experience some. So for the first news, I actually went and took down my area over here. Because it was just not visited at all, and you can already see the empty space over there. I will also stop renting in, I think it's over 1.5 weeks, because I'm pretty sick that the town is just stagnating. There's this forever building area over here that's just not filled, and all of the streets are just super narrow, and for some reason there's a huge tree that is just... It is just growing out of the roof of my house for some reason. So yeah, it's just... I don't know, I think I gave up on building and just do other stuff, and firstly, I don't want to spend the money on the parcel anymore, which is about $100 a year, and I also don't think that it's necessary to rent this place anymore, so... Yeah, that is the first thing that I guess most of you guys don't really care about, but we are getting to the drive right now, and then we talk a bit more about a bit of things that have been going on the sites. Alright, where are we? The Clausen's Folly. Okay, never heard of this place. Also before... before I started to stream, I did something very funny because the new webcam got inbuilt microphone. And when I started, not the stream, but you know, all of the programs for the streaming, I obviously talked a little bit and tried to test if everything is working, and I sounded so muffled, and I had no idea why. Until I realized that I suddenly had to switch to the microphone on my new webcam instead of the streaming microphone. And the webcam is like really far away, maybe some 200, yeah, it's not 200 meters, it's maybe 2 or 3 meters. So, there's also this little lid on above the microphone that is usually in front of the camera lens. So yeah, I was just barely understandable, and I was like really panicking, like what the heck is going on? But everything worked out in the end, and here we are again, and you can also understand me again, I hope. I really hope so. But yeah, we are back. And I also got my miniatures back from the painting service. The one that just cancelled the painting, and I'm actually really glad that she did, because I checked it out and it was very bad. Okay, an EXP rail coaster. We definitely check this out, because EXP is usually quite good. That is probably not the best area for racing, because... Okay, there we go. It just deleted itself. Interesting, this is looking like a roller coaster seat or something. Well, I hope it's not driving like a roller coaster. Wow, I did not expect such a loud noise. Interesting. Oh, it's a throttle motor. I didn't see that at first. It's not very fast though. Also, I wonder if it's just white or if it's only the texture that I'm not seeing because not a PBR viewer again. But it's slowly getting some speed, so that is something, I guess. So where was I? I got the miniatures back from the painting service, and I'm so glad because they look so horrid. They originally wanted to finish 5 pieces and send them to me, but they just quit it, and they did they did finish one mini, and I checked it out in person, in light, and oh my god, it looked so shabby. And not only were all of the dark parts that I complained about literally on the mini, so it wasn't light or anything, it was just a really bad paint job. But also the areas that I thought looked halfway decent, they looked so dirty in person, so I'm so glad that they actually quit it because now I got a coupon from Fiverr for about 10% if I actually do another commission over Fiverr. Which is okay because I already got a new offer from another artist for, I think it's $1,400, and considering that I got the coupon now, I even saved some money because the old commission would have been about 1,700, so yeah, I guess that kinda worked out in my favor after all, but I really wish I didn't have to go through 3 months of headache. Or maybe even 4 months, I'm not even sure anymore. I know that it's been December, so I guess it's 3.5 months or something. But yeah, now I got the minis back, but there's also a bad part about this, because when I got the refund from Fiverr, which covered all of my expenses, so thank you very much, I found myself in a situation where I was very frustrated still, and I suddenly had a lot of extra money, so obviously I went shopping and I overspent a little bit, so all of the money for the old paint job, which was only $870, because I only had paid for half of it in advance. I pretty much spent it already, so yeah, we pretty much have to wait and save up for the new paint job. Whoopsie, I guess. But I got myself a lot of really nice trading cards and a lot of theme decks and a lot of stuff that keeps me busy for a lot of time, because I've been watching a lot of really old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently on YouTube, and I just got really big into it again, and right now I'm playing a very interesting deck because I'm playing with Sushi Warships. Yes, you definitely heard it right. It's Sushi and Warships. And it's pretty funny, to be honest. So yeah, I'm having a blast, and I'm playing on Master Duel, which I posted a link in the last video. So if you wanna befriend me there or something, you can just enter the link, enter the code from the last video, and yeah, I mean, you can watch my replays and play against me when I'm online and stuff like this, but I wouldn't count on it because, again, I'm from Central Europe, and I think most of the people watching my stuff are basically from the States. So our online times vary a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. We actually got some programs from foreign companies for the place that I work at. So next week is gonna be interesting. A lot of work, I guess, because we can finally continue with some projects that have been on hold for quite a few months. Yeah, so everything is going in some ways, and I guess stuff is just going on. So this is really just very slow, I think. It is still almost 6 minutes, oh my gosh. But oh my gosh, I also got another box which, oh my gosh. The postman didn't deliver it to my house, but just to the next post station for pickup. And when I went there to pick it up, it looked so damaged, oh my god. You can imagine just a paper box on about 1.5 meters times 3 meters. But now imagine a really big person just decided to sit on it. That is pretty much what it looked like. But surprisingly, the content just was a little broken and not entirely, so... Yeah, there have been some parts that were actually broken off, but I managed to glue together a lot of them again, so... Not much of a loss, I guess. Which is quite something, considering the state the box was in. This is so slow, oh my god. I've also noticed some of the decks that I've been playing against and that I considered really funny, so I will definitely keep expanding my trading card collection in the future. I think right now I'm at, I think it's 152 decks that are pretty much play ready, including side decks, just for Yu-Gi-Oh, including all of the common themes. And then you also got about 12 or 14 My Little Pony decks, about 6 Magic the Gathering decks, a bunch of not Yu-Gi-Oh, a bunch of Pokemon, which mainly is about foxes, the festival apples, yeah, stuff like this. I'm very, very strange when it comes to theme decks. But yeah, I think we are getting a new set of Pokemon cards really soon, but they are just Gen 3, which is not interesting at all because it's the Empoleon stuff, which is not something that I've been waiting for, to be honest. I'm still waiting for a new Delphox, or the Mega Delphox, and I think it's Gen 6. So if we are at Gen 3, then it's at least another 3 or 4 months minimum, which really sucks. The Delphox cards have been really bad in the past, so I'm not even having any big expectations for this. Which is also very sad, because I've been waiting for a long time for another Delphox. But instead, we are just getting another Charizard again. I mean, I get it, it's a very popular card, but do we really need another Charizard again? That is so foul, to be honest. And since that wasn't enough nerd talk already, let's just talk about animes really quick as well. The current season is almost over, and some of the current series are really weird. And today's anime, I think, is just the resurrected as a dragon edgeling. And I've really got an opinion about this anime. And it's not a good one. The story is really good. I really like the characters. But the way that the series is just stalling is absolutely disgusting. They basically have been stalling on the dragon evolution of the guy for at least 3 episodes. And now they just stopped in the middle of a fight again, and I'm so sick of it. But I think tomorrow is a good day again with a lot of good stuff. So, yeah. And we're already at the last week of March, which is crazy. So, by the end of next week, we are already on the way to the next month. And the next salary, which is very good. Oh, talking about salaries. I just received a letter from my car insurance about 2 weeks ago, and they just demanded $80 on top of the original agreed on money. So instead of about 700, they wanted 780. And I've been not very happy about this, and I didn't have any crash or something. So I just contacted them and I was like, guys, so what the heck is going on? Why do you increase the cost so much? They basically just didn't give me a real reason, just some stupid... Okay, it's just not stopping, we're just jumping out, I guess. They gave me some puny excuses and some stupid basic talk that I couldn't stand. Yeah, long story short, I made use of my special cancellation rights. And I got myself a new insurance that is the same cost than the last one. So yeah, trying to screw me over, this is what you get. Which is annoying because I've been a customer at this insurance for at least, I think, 11 to 13 years, and I didn't have a single complaint. Not a single crash, nothing. And now they just try to get me like this. That is really annoying. And honestly, $80 is a lot of money considering that is almost 10% increase for no reason at all. So yeah, bye bye. And I already got the confirmation from the new insurance company. So everything is going just well again. Oh, I didn't learn at all. Last time I said it, things went so wrong, and I just go and say it again. Oh my gosh, I'm just asking to be punished at this point. Well, I guess next week is gonna be interesting. Oh man. Gosh dang it, I shouldn't say it. I should never say stuff like this. Especially since I'm still waiting for a lot of parts. And now I already know that something is going really wrong with them. Okay, someone just walking by without a top. I don't think I have to blurry this later because nothing could be seen yet, and I am pretty sure that once she's reffing completely, she's probably in some clothes. Hopefully. There are some people that really enjoy driving naked, but yeah, she's in full clothes now. Good for you. Okay, let's see where we are driving. Also, I'm really glad that we managed to even start the drive because When I was about to start earlier, I instantly crashed upon the first teleport, which is usually not a good sign. Also, another not good sign is that my new neighbor on the apartment above is already using so much heat again on... Okay, we just get some weekend sales notifications. He's using so much energy for heat again, that is insane. And we are pretty much thinking about what to do and how to complain, because at the end of the year, so we are basically paying 30% of that. Which is a really stupid thing over here, which if you are in a house with several apartments and all of them at the end of the year just pay a large amount of their own bills, and then you get to pay 30% of the bill. So, and this is based on the size of your apartment. That is supposed to even out if people just spend a little less in the lower apartments and a little more on the upper ones, but this is just outrageous, because this guy, he alone is using 3 times the energy than we are using just for heating. And that is not okay. That is definitely not okay. I'm so sick of paying 500 to 600 bucks on top of my part, just because some people think that they live in an area that they need to have 2000 degrees in their apartment. So yeah, that's definitely something that needs to be checked, because I'm just not willing to pay that much on top of my own bills. And I've already written the landlords about it and asked him to check it out, because I don't even know if that's even possible, to be honest, or if there's just a ventilation or measuring tool broken or something. Because, come on, there's no way that this guy is using 3 times the amount of the other people. That is insane. Well, I guess I found something that is not going great at all at the moment, so... kinda regulates the stuff that I said before. Maybe I get around the punishment now. Oh my gosh, we are going to the gateway of the Great Desert. I haven't heard about this place before, but I get a feeling that it's potentially just a crossing between this area over here and the Savannah zone. Which would be really not good, because the Savannah is always very laggy. And it's been kinda okay, at least so far. Okay, that's a very large open area over here. I stopped for a second because I was really not sure if just the thing was missing or restarting or something. But I guess it's really just empty area. Well, why not? Maybe they are having some soccer games over here or something. I just really hope that this is not another one of these drive 8 minutes to the next area drives where we really don't do anything else. That would be crazy, because the last one was just like this. And if this is another, then I really consider to stop streaming these drives, because they are just terrible annoying. and also very boring to watch. And if that's the case, we are probably just starting to play some games on Saturdays. So yeah, let's see how the second half of this drive goes, and if it's just stupid driving around again without any purpose, then I will have to think about consequences. But we're just on the second leg, so there's still everything possible. And I just realized that it's already 6 p.m. Oh my gosh. I did not have any lunch or dinner yet, so I guess that's what I do right after the drive. I'm just not sure what I should have, because I'm really in the mood for some chicken, but chicken takes almost an hour in the oven, and considering that this drive is probably gonna last until 7 p.m, I don't think I wanna have some dinner at 8 p.m. So maybe the chicken is for tomorrow, which would be also fine, I guess. But I really wanted some chicken, oh my gosh. Maybe I just make some nuggets. That is just 20 minutes. Nuggets and fries. That sounds tasty as hell. Oh, I also got some pizza. I could definitely make some pizza. I think I got 2 Speziale and 2 Diavolo. So I just have to decide if it's gonna be spicy or just a regular salami or pork and stuff like this. I could also make some sausages to the fries. Oh, I got so much stuff, I definitely find something later. I don't want to talk about eating all the time because I'm really getting hungry from it. And while we're driving through the tunnel again. Yep, it's the underwater tunnel. And I think this is one of the nicer ones. You just have to make sure that you don't get stuck at one of the pillars. Are there cracks on the glass? That is really kinda concerning. Is it concerning? It's such a strange word. Yeah, it's concerning. Is that what I said? Oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I think I said it, and I think it's the right word for it. Also, I think that we are actually, we are in the savannah area, which is very leggy. And I think we are almost there as well. So every prediction that I made, absolutely spot on. I just hope that I'm not right about just the drive being driving again. One minute left. Okay, I don't see another road yet. But I guess this is the turn that the hut announced. Yes, it is. The roads over here are super narrow. Oh my gosh. Well, that's one way to do it. And we just missed the turn over here. As we usually do. I did not think that this was a physical tree, but yeah, I guess I should have expected it. Yeah, whenever you are driving, don't try to drive through trees. Most of them are physical. Okay, I have no idea how to use this, to be honest. I can't add this happy to myself. I don't see a difference, to be honest. So, yeah. Look at the weather next to you and press what? Control Alt Shift M7. Control Alt Shift M7. Nothing is happening. Well, that is a dot. That is kinda annoying. Wait a second. This is super annoying. I have no idea what's going on, but this is definitely not working as it's supposed to. Also, was I supposed to stay inside of my car? Remain inside of the vehicle? Oh, come on. I guess we're just flying to the next racing area. Which is right over here. I'm still kinda annoyed about the weather, because I have no idea how this works at all. But I'm pretty sure that this is just the same setting than midday. Or maybe I have to change to the shared environment. So, can I use this now? Okay, I have no idea how this is working, but you guys saw that I was trying to make it work. Which it just did not. And I got a feeling that we're just driving around the houses again. But it's only a minute, so I wonder where we are going next. It is really laggy over here. I did not miss this turn. That is actually impressive. Gosh, the lag is so bad over here. I remember that when we were here the last time that I crashed in one of the normal turns. Wasn't even a crossing or something, I just crashed. Yep, that is some really bad lag. Okay, I don't see a train station or a helicopter platform or something, but I think we are going to the docks. I'm not sure, but I think that a lot of stuff is not racing yet. Oh, I think that's the settings that are just messing with me right now. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's just go to the default again. There we go. Ah, that's the desert. That's what they were talking about. And an off-road vehicle. Okay, I guess I could have just stayed inside of my vehicle again. Gosh dang it. There's a little sand castle over there. It's really small though. There you go. It doesn't even know there's a gate. Right. Okay, what just happened? I'm not sure if it's just laggy or if it's the blurred vision from the desert view, I guess. Because we're basically underwater and it's just looking really weird. I can also see the shells on the ground still. Alright. Okay, I think my headphones are coming apart. I just found a little black leathery piece of the cover of the headphones. But that's okay, as long as the foam is okay, everything is fine. And did I just sound like the dog that is sitting in the burning house? Everything is fine. I'm just burning all around, but everything is perfectly fine. Alright. The course that we are driving is a bit strange. Yeah, I'm not sure if a lot of vehicles can drive like this, but it kinda makes me glad that I picked this one today. Oh my gosh. Why is the hut going straight through a corner? That is insane. I did see this way too late. Yeah, the controls are just... Let me get out of the vehicle and just back in again. There was a lot of room to avoid the corner. Why do we have to go right through it? That is so messed up. Gosh dang it. I really want some chicken though. But it's gonna be so late. Or maybe it's a short drive. You never know. The pop-ups are so annoying and I'm only in 2 or 3 groups that are sending them. These are such noisy groups. Oh my gosh. But I also don't want to shut them off because sometimes there's some actual news that you want to get, but most of the time it's really just announcements and schedules or maybe some advertising. Yeah, there's not really much to look at, to be honest, so I'm a bit at a loss what to talk about. And I'm really just hoping that these 10 minutes that we're looking at are not really gonna be 8 or 10 minutes. That would be horrendous. Okay, we're gaining some speed, so the minutes are dwindling down. Which is honestly the best that could have happened. Because I can definitely drive for 4 minutes, but another 8 minute or 10 minutes drive would have been so bad. Okay, we somehow survived this corner. And this is really just a riverbed without the water. Whoop, another crossing. Another 3 minutes. Yeah, well. So, should we talk about the weather or something? Because I don't know, it's really strange. We still got frost in the morning, but around the midday we got 16 to 18 degrees, and I basically went to the post office in just a t-shirt and some shorts, which was yesterday. So it is really strange weather still. I had a really cool game idea, but I have no idea who to approach with it. I tried to send a mail to the guys who made the repo games about it, but they didn't respond, and I don't think they ever will, but the idea would have been nice. But I don't want to talk about it too much because there's still a little hope that maybe someday there will be a game about it. So yeah, I think I dreamed about playing some trading card game last night. But when I heard a car that was pulling out in front of the house, I instantly thought that I was the post. And I woke up immediately and went to the door, and there was nothing. I was so disappointed. And to this point, I still don't know if I actually heard a car or if it was just inside of my dreams. The only thing that I know for sure is that I only got 8 hours of sleep because of it. Which is, I guess, enough, but, you know, it's the weekend and stuff. So I definitely could have stayed in bed for another hour, maybe. Stupid post. But then again, I guess it's just my fault for ordering stuff all the time. A lot of times. Way too much. I should not talk about it. Not if I got some really bad shopping addiction, I guess. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to all of the cards. They are so shiny and really useful and really cool, and I already got the plans, the deck planned out that I want to build, and it's gonna be so much fun. The only problem is that in these new display shelves that I bought, there is no more room for the cards. So I have to fill the drawers again until I get a new display for the cards. Gosh dang it. I swear I don't have a card problem. But it's really fun. It is so much fun. When I was playing online yesterday, I had such a great time, and one of the games was so exciting because we were just throwing traps and spells and monsters, and it looked really bad at some point, but I had the craziest comeback of all time. I think I was down to 500 life points out of 8,000. So a single attack and I would have lost. But I managed to special summon all of my field full of ships. Sushi ships. And I actually won. Do not pass my checkpoint at the lighthouse ahead. What? Okay, some strange message from the hut. From the Lizard King. But it's still just been driving around so far. So I'm not really too much interested in some made-up roleplay at the moment. If we don't at least get some exploration out of it. Okay, let's climb the hill. Or maybe we just fly up. Oh my god, can you just decide for a direction? Okay, enter the lighthouse. I'm not sure if I... Oh, there's the entrance. Never mind. And we are teleported. Oh look, it's another desert. And I'm guessing this is the Lizard King. He's looking kinda puny though. It looks more like a chameleon. Okay, we must solve an ancient puzzle. The Millennium Puzzle. Take a rest this puzzle, you must solve it in 300 seconds. Okay, we do the snake puzzle. Racing puzzle. What the heck is this? It looks like a... I have no idea, just something. A diagonal piece or something. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me just silence this music because I'm really afraid that this may be some copyright stuff. And nothing I do is just doing anything. What a fantastic puzzle. Okay, something stayed. Oh, we are slowly getting there. Maybe not. Okay, some close-up of some boobies. What the heck am I doing here? This is looking so wrong. Okay, we still got some time, but it's looking really strange. Am I just folding it together again? Yay, what a fun time. Not. Okay, I think we are slowly getting there. It's just looking absolutely messed up. And I haven't figured out yet how to get this one to make this diagonal area. Okay, that was pretty good. I don't know about this, but almost. The time is almost up though. I do not like this at all. Oh my god. I would say this is close enough. This is so annoying, come on. Oh my god, we almost had it. Should we finish this? I don't think so. Okay, there it goes. Whatever. And we are out of here. That was super annoying. And we are back to an off-road vehicle. Well, let me just keep this open. Alright, here we go. Or maybe not. Right. Locked and loaded. That never happened. I really hope that this was not the only attraction that we visit today. That would be... oh my gosh, it's another 8 minutes again. You got to be kidding. So this drive and the last one, they are really head to head. It's gonna be a tight competition about the worst drive of the year. That's a very green desert. They didn't even stick to their own theme. Wow. The mirroring effect from the water surface above is just absolutely annoying. All of the twitching trees in the background. And this isn't even a desert anymore, come on. And ba-dum. I think I was supposed to turn over there. I guess we can just go over the hill. And there we go. Wow, such an interesting drive. Look at all the stuff to look at. Like the trees and the trees and the trees and more trees. Quite frankly, I am out of topics to talk about, to be honest. We just had to cover so much time on the last two drives that I've talked about almost everything in my life already. But I really want chicken. So after the drive, maybe if it's not too late, which it basically already is, but I just want that chicken. Gosh dang it. I was thinking about putting it in the oven before the drive, but you never know how long they are, and if it's been one of these 1 hour 30 drives, then it would have just burnt, I guess. And that's the last thing that I want for my chicken. And the last minute. Finally. Oops. I kinda get the feeling that they really don't like to make the drives anymore. Because it's just these drives, you know, they always take a lot of time, but if you just make people drive for about 1 hour out of the entire hour, then these are the drives that are fastest to make. Especially if you just make them drive through some riverbed. So I really get the feeling that they just don't like making the drives anymore because this is just lazy at this point. And teleporting people, giving them a puzzle and waiting for 5 minutes, that's not really entertainment either. Okay, we're almost there. At least it's not very laggy over here. Oh, you got to be kidding. First it's the Lizard King and now it's the Penguin King. And I guess we get another puzzle again. Oh, this is the last drive, alright, I decided. The last didn't get any like this. I feel so sorry for the time that I invest in this drive. Let's see what the Penguin King wants. Oh my gosh, I am so unmotivated I can't even talk. Yeah, let's go to the windmill, I guess. I don't even see a windmill. Okay, it's over here. And we are getting teleported again. He isn't even wearing a crown. I really don't want to do this. This is so unfunny. Oh my god, come on. Oh, there was the key, come on. Fantastic. Please make it stop. Oh my god, we're just teleported back. Can we maybe not, please? Come on. I really don't want to do this anymore. This is so annoying. Did I just double jump this? Oh my god. I fucking hate this shit. Oh my god, we can just click page down. Thank goodness we are out of here. Oh my god. Yeah, let's... Oh my god, that was the entire drive. What an annoying drive this was. We have to get in another vehicle and drive to the reward. That is the worst. I'm so annoyed. Oh my freaking god, I thought we were finally done. But I guess we're just driving another 10 minutes. If the next drive is just like this, I'm not streaming them anymore. We're just playing games or something. These are just way too annoying. They are just driving around endlessly doing shit or something. And it's just no fun anymore. This laggy piece of minigame. That just was the last piece of shit. You got to be kidding. The last route is 10 minutes long. You can just shove this drive somewhere the sun is not shining. Oh my freaking god. At this point, I'm just feeling so sorry for everybody watching my stuff. Well, it's another 7 minutes of driving through the desert, watching trees on the horizon and in the sky. There's just no reward in the world that is making this worthwhile. No reward in the world. But I'm pretty sure that at this point, drives like this actively hurt my channel. I'm absolutely sure about it. Because there's just nothing to watch. If people are just driving themselves for the entire time of just driving around, they don't want to watch people just drive this long. And I think there's an entire sim missing. Fantastic. Are we recovering from this? I don't think so. Oh, I think we just die. This looks like a crash. Just what we needed today. Of course, there's no flying around. The problem is that I don't have access to the left and right keys. So we're just running in mouse look and hope that this is finally ending soon. Yep, still no flying. I think we are using the autopilot today. I really don't like using them, but this is exactly the times you use them for. Yeah, we're just legging through the world at this point. Fantastic. I already had someone message me last time after the stream and they basically said the same thing that I'm currently thinking, that the drives are just getting so much worse recently. They've also been thinking about just stopping to drive and doing something else, and honestly, I can definitely understand it after drives like this. This is just absolutely stupid. I'm not even sure if we are still moving or just lagging, or I don't think that we are actually making some distance. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that every single crossing is just lagging us for several seconds. Yeah, that's just insane. I'm just trying to teleport to the last location at this point. That is just no fun at all. Stop the autopilot. There is so much lag. There we go. Okay, it seems that we are moving through the water. I guess we're going somewhere like here. Let's see if we got any closer. And I still can't fly, oh my god. This is so annoying. We are just using the map again. I'm guessing that we are going over here. Yeah, out of the water, which is not possible because, again, no left or right. I can just walk straight. But I think we're going to the racing area over there. Let me just sit in a vehicle really quick, because I think it may just solve the issue with the left and right, and maybe even the leg. I'm so glad when this is over today. Definitely the worst drive this year. Not even close to the last one. Alright. Oh my god, I did it again. Let's just get this over with, please. Okay, it did not help with the leg. Oh my god. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, we are not even trying to drive anymore. Okay, so we basically know that it's 3,000 kilometers. We're just going to this crossing over here. Fantastic, it was the wrong one. Let me just try to reroute. Okay. Okay, if it's a left turn for after the next one, I guess we are going this way. Over here, all the way. I'm just skipping all of this because I'm so sick and tired. I'm thinking that we are going over here. So now we are going this way, I guess. Okay, we are almost there. 4 minutes left, so that is pretty good. So, since we are going here, I guess we're going to this area. Let's see what the distance says. Oh, that was pretty close. Okay, that's kinda weird, but maybe we went off-road for a while, that could be. We are almost there, we just basically skipped all of it, but I don't even have a bad feeling about it today. The Sponsor's store. Yeah, right. This is not even a store. So this was really just 10 minutes driving for a teleport. I'm so sick of this stuff. Okay, we got some motorbikes and some cars. Oh my gosh, it's this area. Okay, yeah, I remember this store. I'm so annoyed, it's unmeasurable. Honestly, this is not fun anymore. What is this? This does not look like a vehicle. Okay, we are waiting for this to load. I'm getting a feeling that these are just paintings or something. And if these are not safe for work... Oh, wait a second, that is a vehicle. So these are just paint jobs. The same vehicle but different paint jobs. Great. So if you ever wanted to just drive around in a hippie stream, then this is definitely something for you. And if not, then just get high as fuck. Yeah, so these are the vehicles, I guess they are. Let's see. Yeah, you can change the texture on these, so that is basically why you got the art texture before. I guess this is just for you to watch this. And honestly, I'm not in the mood to drive it today, so I think this is the end for today. I hope you have a good one, and I see you next time for maybe the last grid drive on the channel. Bye!